So
Thanks
how are
for having
you?
me. Good. Yeah. No, I'm
Excited
good.
about the tour?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm just kind of getting ready to get on tour. Yeah. It's starting to get colder, which isn't very nice, but bit change from the heat.
Well, you're kicking off here in Brisbane. It is warm today. So,
I live in the Sunshine Coast,
oh,
so
okay.
yeah, it's
Oh,
kind
right.
of
I thought you might be based in Sydney.
I'm from Sydney, but I
Mm.
moved up here about 5 months ago.
And are you liking it?
Yeah, it's really nice up here.
So where are you living up there? What sort of area?
I'm like near Caloundra.
Okay, I like Caloundra very much. There's some
Yeah.
great little sites there to go and play at the station and Norton's.
I've not been to either of them. Like every time there's a show there, like I want to go and see. I've been away somewhere, but I think I've only seen shows at Solva.
I
That's
go to
the
the Soul
only
Bar a lot.
place,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
that I've
wondered
been
how
to.
you got to that gig so fast when Standard Atlantic weren't, Bonnie from Standard Atlantic was not well
Yeah,
because
no, I
I
was
was at that
already
gig.
going.
Are you already going?
I was already going.
It was a really good thing that you did. I mean, I felt so sorry for her. She was so unwell
Yeah, she was.
and she should not have been on stage.
But I think she just saw it as like last show, got to push through kind of thing.
Yes, yes. It was really interesting to have Heaven She do stuff and Emmy Mac doing stuff, and then you were doing stuff, and then kids from the audience were doing stuff. And
It
it
was a
was,
nice little wholesome night. Like
yeah, it was a good
that
gig.
everyone was there. Yeah, it was. I hope that like, and I can tell that like Stan Atlantic would just hoped that like people still would have enjoyed the show that they got considering.
Oh, I certainly did. The only thing I was worried about was her health. She needed to be in bed,
Nice.
you
Yeah,
know.
that's so nice.
I mean, we all would have survived, and we did. It was a really good gig. It was fun. Heaven She put on a fantastic set.
Yeah,
Um, Red Hook were always good, and then
yeah,
with the three of you guys stepping up, the concert was fantastic.
it was. I loved it. I had so much fun.
Can I ask about? I mean, I saw you guys with 30 Seconds to Mars. What was that like? I mean, I thought you
That
played
was
a
so
great set.
surreal.
I was right down the front. I got there early
Yeah.
just to make sure I didn't miss. But yeah, what was it like playing with those guys?
It was so surreal. We when we started Yours Truly and we didn't have enough songs to fill out a whole set, we would cover the kill. So it felt very full circle for us to be on tour with them and share that stage. It's like the biggest shows we've ever played, like as a band as well. Like there's so many like in between things that we've never been able to do in Australia, like a lot of like bucket list venues for us, like Horton in Sydney and stuff. And like we always thought that kind of we would like keep supporting and keep kind of like making our way up to, to a place like River Stage and stuff. But it was kind of just like we just got
Bang,
to
you're
do it.
there.
Yeah. Um I'm just grateful that we got given out of all the bands in Australia, all the artists in Australia, that we got the opportunity to do that. Like I just feel really grateful for it.
Because it was another fantastic night. If people didn't go to that gig, it was awesome. You were great as the warm up. They were so good. And then um, it was just confetti cannons and flames. And I mean, I still got a giant prawn in the garage
Mhm.
that I that floated my way. So I called it
Yeah.
Jared. Jared the prawn.
Sarah the
There
Frog,
are
love it.
photos. I took it even on public transport going home, under my arm. Everyone's going, oh my God.
Where did this come from?
Yeah, and everyone's going because then people who were at the gig sort of went, "Oh God, I wanted the shark," and I went, "I don't know what happened to it. Someone got it." So it's great that you're coming to the Triffid and you're bringing the sensors as well. And I have been following them for the last couple of years from the US. Have you?
Really?
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's going to be great. Um, they do some fantastic stuff.
Yeah, they're so cool. They're online, like everything they're doing online, like they have such personality and they have such like an identity that that's really like, yeah, they're really killing it. So to be like the first band to take them overseas is really exciting. And I hope that I've never met them. I have lots of mutual friends with them, but I'm really hoping that we can kind of create some friendship with them whilst on the road together. And yeah, and we can be their first Australian friends.
Well, I hope so. I mean, I've been sort of flying the sort of like I've been going, come to Australia. Then like, oh, we're coming to Australia. And I went, yoo And then I sort of broached them and said, look, I bought the ticket. I'm already, I'm there. So, um, yeah, it's going to be great. So you're also bringing the Besties. I've never seen or heard of them. I know they've won an ARIA. And is Gloam the other band that's coming as well? It's going to be a really full night.
So we have Besties in everywhere besides Perth, and we got Gloam in
Okay.
Perth. Besties, Nat actually has been on stage with us a couple of times. He's in Besties. He actually co-wrote one of the songs that's on Toxic on the album.
Okay.
So he's been like a friend of ours for a couple of years. We've collaborated a lot with Besties. Like Teddie and I were on one of their songs, and it just felt right to have them on this tour, considering how much we do with them and how involved Nat was with the record.
Oh, well, I'll look forward to seeing them. I'm always up for finding next favorite band. So,
Yeah. Also, Max, the vocalist, took all of the promos and did the artwork for the tour as well.
well,
So,
really
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
So, which song did they co-write on the album?
thinking.
Okay, that's the one
Mm,
with
with
Jono.
Jono. Yep.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Okay. So, I mean, I've are you go with merch? Are you bringing out vinyl? Because I've purchased vinyl on online of the album for Toxic.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's good. So good.
Thanks.
If I sneak it along, can I get it signed? Or are you bringing stuff with you for people?
I'm hoping that we're going to sell some. I don't really know exactly what we've got going on right now. I feel like it's like getting so close, but it's also so far away. But I'm hoping that we will have some toxic vinyl, but we'll sign anything. So, yeah.
Okay. I was going to ask like um with the tour, you've got this new album, Toxic, which is a great album, by the way. I really like it. It's the writing's really matured since the first album, and especially with songs like Saturated. I really like Saturated, and
Thanks.
yeah, it's got a lovely sort of spiteful vibe. I really like it. um,
It was a bit spiteful. I had to actually spite it. It was too much. I had to rewrite some of the parts to make it sound less savage.
but All That I'm Not is brilliant as well. I really like that with and Bloodshot Eyes. Um,
Thank you.
yeah, California. I've got to say, California Sober's a real grower.
Okay.
Yeah, I really like it. Um, it's yeah. At first, I thought, yeah, it's really good, but then when I've been playing it on repeat, I'm going, yeah, it is. It's really good. So
Thanks. We tried to make that like the catchy pop one on the record.
yeah, it certainly is the catchy pop one.
Thanks.
Um, with the actual show, though, are you going to be interspersing older material or you got new material coming along? Because I guess what we're talking September 2004. Have you been writing much? Or you've been
Well, we since we didn't get to like have a toxic tour, I guess. I mean, so far the album came out in August. And so yeah, since we haven't really been able like to like, do it properly in Australia, we want to give it its moment on this tour. So
yeah,
we're
good.
gonna play a lot of the songs from Toxic, but we're gonna do some older ones that we haven't played for a while, like the songs that people are like, why didn't you play this song? And we're just gonna try like put them in, and then all the favorites as well. So I'm hoping that it's gonna be a show that if people that have come to our past shows that they'll come to this one, they'll get something different than I guess the same songs that we play all the time. We wanted to, yeah, make this one a little bit different.
I know that you've been on tour at huge tours of America. So how's it been going over there?
Really good. America is like, it's just crazy how big it is, and how many people there are. And we're always accepted really well over there, which is really nice. And we're just lucky that we've been taken over by so many amazing bands that we look up to. So getting to play for their fans is so exciting, but also like such an experience to like perform in front of bands that like I looked up to. Um, and just the whole experience of being with them and like watching them every night, I think, yeah, it's priceless.
So what happens after this tour? You've got the tour of Australia, so there's June. Are you heading into Europe for summer?
We don't have any more announced tour plans. I think that we're just kind of going to focus on the next record, I think, is
Okay.
our next thing. But it will be like a year since Toxic came
Mm.
out around the end of this tour, almost a year. So it'll be time to start some new stuff.
Yeah. Are you going to go anywhere like away, or are you going to sort of stay home and write, or
I'm going to see where the wind takes us. I think that I would love to go back to LA. I wrote a lot of Toxic in LA,
it's
or at least
definitely
was
got that LA.
inspired.
Yeah, it's got definitely got that LA feel all through the album.
Okay. Yeah, there's like Call My Name was recorded over there, Desaturated and was written over there as well. Um so yeah, I just think that like it's a nice place to be for like inspiration. So I would love to go back and like, have that inspo again.
Are you working with anyone over there, or are you just concentrating on yourself when you write?
Concentrating on myself right now, but yeah, I would love to work with everyone that I worked with on Toxic again.
Because I think that the one that's the one big leap in Toxic is the songwriting is so much better.
Thanks. I think that
Yeah,
there's
it's
a
matured.
a wider range of collaborators on this record on that record. Um, like I think in the past it's always been like the band and stuff and like someone else. And we usually write with Stevie Knight, who he was a part of Toxic as well. He is so a part of like the blueprint of yours truly. So but to kind of write with other people and like yeah, and to learn other people's perspectives on writing has been really interesting. So I would like to do it again. I would love to work with everyone. Yeah, like I said before, everyone that I did Toxic with, like just after getting to know them and how they work. Like Sam Basal from Ocean Grove co-wrote a lot of the songs and produced the whole record. So after getting to know him and spending all that time with him, like it'd be nice to sit down with him and write again.
What do you start with? Do you start with your lyrics first, or do you start with some sort of melody in your mind, or
Honestly, it's always different. It's kind of just like where the song begins, like whether it's like a sentence or whether it's like a melody or whether it's like an idea of a vibe. Like I think that's what's really cool. Like California Sober started off with like the sentiment of just the word California Sober. And it was like, but then like a song like Bloodshot Eyes started because I wanted to write a bossa nova song, like that style. And it didn't end up being that, but that's kind of where it began. So they all kind of start differently and then kind of end up, you know, where they are now.
and do the your guitarist Tim and the drummer, do they bring ideas as well? So is it like you all
Yeah,
get
of
together, or
course.
you write separately? And
It's always different. Sometimes we're together, sometimes we're not. I don't live near them anymore. So like, for us to get together, we have to, you know, get together. I'm actually going to Sydney this week and we're doing a AM PM DJ set. And so at least we'll be able to work on some stuff together while we're together all in Sydney again.
a DJ
Um,
set.
yeah.
That's really interesting. So what's your jam with that? What do you
I'm gonna
play?
play everyone wanted Creed the last time I did it, so
Okay.
put that on to make everyone happy. Um, The King for a Day. Everyone loves that one. Everyone loves King for a Day. So
Oh well, I'm hope that works out well for you. Is there anything else that
thanks.
you want to talk to tell people about what to expect other than fun times?
I think this tour is going to be really special. I think it's going to be like um really cathartic. I think Toxic was like a really hard record to write, and it's also been such like a soul showing experience to release. So I think it might be a little bit emotional as well. Like I think it's gonna be one of those like you walk away from it being like, damn, everything's okay. Like I love I love the thing about music. I love the shared trauma sometimes of what music can kind of do for people. So, yeah, I just hope that people want to come and, you know, have a little bit of like a 1 hour therapy session with us and then go home feeling a little bit better.
Oh well, I know that I am really looking forward to it, and I'm sure that um, lots of people have already got tickets. I know from like going around that we've been talking about which ones we're going to, and I know that is high on the list for people. So
Awesome. Thanks.
yeah, it's always good. Well, I don't want to outstay my welcome, so I will
It's
let you
okay.
go to your next interview. And look, I really wanted
Thank
to
you.
thank you and like stay safe and well on tour. I'm glad you're
Thank
kicking
you.
off in Brisbane because unless something really bad happens, it should all be great for, for that date.
We'll be good. We'll be
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
at the Triffid.
Awesome.
Yay.
Well, I'll see you then.
I will see you there. Thank you so much for your time.
You're very welcome. Thank you for your time. Have a good
Yeah.
night.